Hey, this is Dan from the Wonder Years. I'm going to run off a list of what I think are the top 5 essential pop-punk records of all time. The number 5 essential pop-punk record of all time, I'm going to say, is Fairweather, If They Move, Kill Them, which is a smaller band from the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area. And they also kind of did, more hardcore influenced pop-punk, but I think a little spacier at points. Like, effectier guitars. Is that a word? That's not a word. Effectier. But, kind of some chorus on the guitars. And wrote like these kind of really big, soaring hooks. And I loved the record the first time I heard it. I still love it today. We're not allowed to listen to it when we drive the van because Josh thinks it's cursed. He's crashed the van every time he's listened to the record while he was driving. So every time we're not driving, we want to put on a good pop-punk record. It's Fairweather, If They Move, Kill Them. Number 4 is Brand New, Your Favorite Weapon. And if you're, for some reason, only familiar with Brand New's newer work, then you might look at me like I'm crazy, but if you've heard Your Favorite Weapon, you know it is a pop-punk record. It's abrasive and bitter and kind of vitriolic, and it's a fantastic record. There's kind of this, passion, energy that comes at the end of 70 times 7, where after the song ends, it sounds like Jesse Lacey just punches a wall and walks out of the vocal booth. And I was hooked the first time I heard it. If you like Brand New now, they still put out amazing records, but go back, check out Your Favorite Weapon, and, hear what I heard that first time. Number 3 is Newfound Glory, the self-titled record. It was their second full length, came out on Drive-Thru, and it blew me away. I was on the school bus, and my friend, it was the first dude that figured out how to work Napster. He had an MP3 player, and it was like the size of a textbook. It was this huge fucking thing, and it held 10 songs. It was the most worthless piece of technology I've ever seen, but I guess we wouldn't have the iPod without it. And he showed me Better Off Dead, and I just thought at this point I had never heard a voice like Jordan's, and I just thought it was so fucking cool. I had to hear the whole record, and now it's absolutely my number 3 most essential pop-punk record of all time. So number 2 is Saves the Day, Through Being Cool. This is kind of a different... I got into it about the same time, probably a little after Blink, and I think if I hadn't been listening to Blink, it wouldn't have happened. But I saw a kid come into one of my classes wearing a Saves the Day shirt when I was maybe 15, maybe 14. I thought fuck, that's the coolest band name I've ever seen. And I went and I tried to find their record, and all I could find originally was this song, Hollyhocks Forget-Me-Nots, which is on the record, and it just blew me away. It was pop-punk, but it was faster and it was more aggressive. It was pop-punk played by hardcore kids. And I loved the record. It was, it was a little raw, but it was still poppy, and it had all the hooks that I wanted, and everything lined up for me around that point in my life to like a band like Saves the Day and to like a record like Through Being Cool, and now I consider it essential. Number 1, in my humble opinion, is Blink-182's Dude Ranch. I got into Blink probably around when most people got into Blink, which was right when Enema of the State hit. They had a few huge singles, huge videos. They were really blowing up all over the place. And I wanted to get more into the band, get more involved in what they had done before Enema of the State. I got a gift card for my birthday, went on the internet, and I found a copy of Dude Ranch, the record they put out right before Enema. And I think it's a perfect pop-punk record, start to finish. All my favorite Blink songs are on that record. Mark Trombino produced, did an amazing job. I think it's flawless, and I think if you're a pop-punk fan and you don't listen to Dude Ranch, the time to start is now. Correct.